The NBA restart, also known as the bubble, has been an unquestionable success for both the league and its fans. Alongside the return of baseball, sports fans across the US have been invigorated by the simple fact that they can turn on their televisions and live sports are finally back and there to be watched. Since July 30, 22 of the NBA's 30 franchises have been jockeying for not only playoff seeding, but for some, even just a chance to make the playoffs. These past 2 weeks have given us some amazing basketball with surprise breakout performers and dominant displays from some of the league's best. In today's video, we will be looking at the 5 best NBA Bubble MVP candidates. Let's get started. Number 5. Coming in at number 5, we have Houston Rockets star James Harden. Since returning to action, the Beard has had some of the best performances in the entire league. Houston is currently 4-2 in the bubble, and much of that is due to the dominance of Harden. The Rockets star isn't hitting threes at his normal rate, shooting just 33.3%, but he's been hyper efficient everywhere else on the floor, shooting 51.6% overall and 90.3% from the free throw line. Harden is also getting his teammates involved, averaging 8.6 assists per game while assisting on 41.3% of all Rockets baskets when on the court. The Beard is second in the league in scoring since the restart, averaging 33.4 points per game, making him more than deserving of a spot on this list. Number 4. One of the most exciting young talents in the league, Luka Doncic has been phenomenal since the restart. The 21-year-old Dallas Maverick is averaging 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 11.3 assists per game, which is a ridiculous stat line through 6 games. Doncic has had 3 triple-doubles in the bubble, highlighted by a 36-point, 14-rebound, 19-assist line against the Milwaukee Bucks on August 8th. Now you may be thinking to yourself, these stats are phenomenal, why is Luka only number 4 on this list? Through 6 games, the Mavs are 2-4, which isn't ideal for Luka's bubble MVP case. Having already clinched a playoff spot, Dallas has seemed to put it in cruise control for a couple of games, seemingly content with where they are in the standings. If the Mavericks are able to pull off an upset or two in the playoffs, Doncic could easily rise up this list. Number 3. One of the stories of the bubble is the play of Indiana Pacers forward TJ Warren. Acquired from the Phoenix Suns for literal pennies on the dollar, Warren came out of the gates on absolute fire. In the Pacers' first game inside the bubble against the Philadelphia 76ers, Warren shot 20 for 29 from the floor, including 9 of 12 from three-point land. Warren would end the night with 53 points to help lead the Pacers to a huge victory. However, Warren has cooled off lately, failing to crack 20 points in 2 of the last 3 games for the Pacers. Nevertheless, his nuclear start to play in the bubble has helped lead Indiana to a 4-2 record since the restart and has them in the 5th seed, setting them up for a matchup with the Miami Heat and one of Warren's biggest rivals, Jimmy Butler. If that's the matchup we end up having come playoff time, then to quote Terrell Owens, get your popcorn ready. Number 2. Just missing out on the number 1 spot of NBA Bubble MVP candidates is Phoenix Suns guard Devin Booker. In what has been the most improbable story since the restart, Booker has led the Suns to a 7-0 record in the bubble and has them a half game out of the 8th seed in the Western Conference. With wins over top teams like the Clippers, Heat, and Pacers, Booker has thrown the Suns on his back, averaging 31 points per game while shooting just under 50% from the floor. The 23-year-old has hit some ridiculous shots over the past 2 weeks and has made an afterthought Phoenix Suns team national news. If Booker can somehow get Phoenix into the playoffs, it will be one of the craziest underdog stories in recent memory. Number 1. Coming in at number 1 on this list, thanks to a 61-point explosion against the Dallas Mavericks, is Portland Trailblazers point guard Damian Lillard. Lillard has gone about his business since the restart, cementing himself as one of the best players in the entire league. Dame has been the driving force behind Portland's push for the 8th seed in the Western Conference, averaging 37 points per game, which leads the league since the restart and has them at a 5-2 record since they joined the bubble. Lillard currently has Portland sitting in that coveted 8th seed, a half game up on the sliding Memphis Grizzlies and Devin Booker's scorching hot Suns. You see what I did there? If Lillard can continue to drive Portland over the line and make the playoffs, their first-round opponent will be the LA Lakers, who have struggled since the restart and could be on upset alert if Dame keeps playing at the unstoppable level he currently is. So that brings us to the end of another video. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Did you like this new style? A little bit shorter, a little bit more current and up to date? Leave me feedback down below. I'd love to hear what you think. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications every time I upload. Until then, stay safe and have a good one, guys. Peace.